If you hate your job, I can almost guarantee it is because you are living somebody else's dream and dying on the inside. You are living your own human life, yet living for some company or person who does not truly care about you. And that creates lack of meaning in one's own life. I have hated plenty of jobs, and solely because I was not doing what I felt called by God to do. If your highest level of consciousness, be it Allah, universe, God, is calling you, and it's calling and it's saying to be the highest level version of yourself possible, impact the world, change billions of lives, and then you go and work at Carl's Jr., of course there's going to be some tension building within. You're not following the call of God. Everyone has responsibility. I'm not saying quit your job. Of course not. That's foolish. That's a foolish move. But it's even more foolish for you to not believe in yourself and to not act on the call of the consciousness that God is calling you to be. Money does not buy happiness. Everyone has heard that quote. This quote has been around since Jesus was around. Money doesn't buy happiness. Well, money does buy my son's baby food. Money does allow for me to have gas in my car to get to work, to be able to provide for my family. Money does allow those things to take place. Money allows me to have food for my son, for myself, for my wife. Money allows these things, and those things, that brings me happiness as a person, to be able to do these things. And without money, it's just simply not possible. It won't get done. Being able to provide for my family brings me such a sense of happiness. And the providing aspect, that is a direct reflection of money. Anytime that I was late on my rent, late on a bill, couldn't fill my gas tank, I'm talking about counting pennies, scraping dimes out the car, finding change just in the house in miscellaneous spots, doing those things, that brought me extreme sadness, extreme, a lack of worth of self. And I know that money does not determine your worth internally, but it definitely does allow you to move and shake and execute certain things here on earth. So it's very important that we're equipped with money, that we're, well laced within the acquisition of capital. Without money, you cannot take your family on vacation out of the country. Without it, you cannot retire your family and buy back their freedom. They'll forever be working for somebody else under some other man. Without capital, you cannot help the less fortunate kids with clothes, food, housing, those sort of things. Those things bring happiness. And as a test, I'll just say this. Imagine you open your bank account right now. Boom. You're wired $1 million. Are you telling me that you do not experience a little bit more sense of joy, a little bit more happiness, a little bit more freedom? Are you saying these things? You're lying if you say that $1 million wired to you right now would not help out in some way, shape, or form. Money is important. I'm sorry, I messed up the quote. Life is more important than money, but money is important and needed to support life. Now, that's a quote out of the Cash Flow Quadrant book by Robert Kiyosaki. I highly recommend that book, as it has helped me a lot along my journey. Now that we have the firm understanding that, yes, money in a way does in fact buy happiness, let's realize this. Your JOB, just over broke, will never help you create millions. If you're somebody like me, you think about generational wealth. You want wealth, financial freedom, abundance, and an unlimited supply. So think about this. The average earning lawyer is making roughly $115,000 a year. Now, it would take them an entire decade. That's 10 years of time. 10 years of their whole life existence, saving every single penny, not paying rent, not paying for food, not paying for a car, not clothes, no nothing. That's saving every single shred of a penny. A lawyer, imagine a doctor earning around the same ballpark, 100 plus, maybe 200-ish, right? Still will never doing that, saving every single penny for a year, for 10 years straight. You will not be a millionaire. You will not be financially free. It would take 10 years for you to save all that. And that's without having any expenses. And that's just not even humanly possible here in America. So, unless you want to be homeless, and I mean, who truly wants to do that, right? So, you got to think, the only way for you to truly create wealth, give yourself a nice fighting chance, is to create Not even to create. I mean, you can create, but it's to own a business or own a system. That is how you create real wealth. Now, let me clarify. The only way to get wealthy is not to only have a business or own a system. I mean, yes, there's investments in real estate, things of that nature that can pay long-term returns. But just think, if you want to become a multimillionaire, billionaire, decillionaire, trillionaire, whatever your goals are, I respect it. But just realize, working 20 years blue collar, you will never be on that path. And in order to experience a new reality, you have to change your actions. You have to change your actions. You have to change your daily habits and routines. Now, repeating the same daily actions and routines will lead you in the exact same place that you are. Expecting something different and doing the same things every single day is literally the definition of insanity. Okay, I love that quote. Dan Pena taught me that. Doing the same shit every single day. Exact same thing. But yet expecting something different for yourself is literally the definition of fucking insane. Now, this isn't a overnight, quick fix, instant gratification sort of game. This is a long game. So of course, strive for the raise, strive for the higher paying job, move up in rank, take it there, baby. Elevate yourself at your current position. But in your mind, deep down in your mind and soul, have it firmly planted. The long game, the 10, 20, 30, your legacy goals. Think about that, and have that cultivating within self while you're here at these places, moving up and learning things. Always have in your mind these legacy goals. What do you want to accomplish 10, 20, 30 year lifespan, down the time span, right? Because if you stay with these places, you'll never receive the financial freedom that your soul is that your soul is yearning for. And when it comes to the legacy goals, come out with a strategic game plan of the things that must happen in order for you to reach these goals, create these daily actions, and then simply align with that frequency. What that means is do every single fucking action and don't skip a step, baby. Don't skip a step. Now with that, let's talk about legacy goals. Legacy goals. I find it so odd that the only time that goals are even discussed, hence glorified, are when it comes December 29th to 31st. When it comes to New Year's resolutions are the only time that your fucking goals matter. That's the only time that people discuss goals, talk about goals, what's gonna change, how are we gonna change it, what I'm gonna do different, what time I'm gonna wake up, how many times I'm gonna be going to the gym. Yeah. Okay. Now I wonder why. That is. Why do they program you to think so short term, 365 days down the line? How come you're not thinking 10, 20, 30, 60 years down the line, 60 years after you're past? Wow. Think about that. Let's take it there. Let's get that deep. Let's take it to that level. Right? Legacy goals. The things you do today will impact your future generations. The things you do today will impact your future generations. Okay, there's nothing wrong with it. Everybody wants to get better. I am all for that. I support that. But here's the thing. Instead of thinking, how can I be a better me? How can I change myself? I just want to perhaps inspire you to think, how can I change my bloodline? How can I change my son's life today? What things can I do so that in 60 years there's compounding interest, that my family will, that they can be appreciative for my work for, right? You want to break these chains. And new you for a year, that's great. But what's even better is you changing the trajectory of your family's history. Now that's beautiful. Those are legacy goals. But when it comes to these legacy goals, you also have to meet it with a Hall of Fame work ethic. You don't talk about legacy goals and generational wealth and owning assets and multi-million-dollar portfolio investments without having a gut-wrenching, blood and guts, finger falling off work ethic. Like, you gotta be a savage, baby. Gotta be obsessed, overly addicted. If you've ever been addicted to anything, well, great, I have been too. Use that. Use your addictive personality and execute on the things that you know can change your life. Start thinking about legacy goals and know that you're someone who can do something every single day if you've been addicted to something. So just change the habits. Change the habits to stuff that will align for you a better future for your future self and your family. A huge mass of the population has been programmed to think in very small terms and set very small standards for themselves. Get a safe, secure job with benefits. Okay, I'll just take my 40K jump in the grave and we'll call it a life. You've been bamboozled. You've been fucking bamboozled. You've been hoodwinked. You've been bologna sandwiched. Right? Thought form is contagious. Avoid small thinkers. Twinkle, twinkle, little. Exactly. You finished it. I heard it in your mind. You literally completed it. That goes to show you that thought form is alive. Thought form is alive and it is contagious. We live in a world where thought form is contagious. Avoid small thinkers. Steve Harvey has this beautiful quote. I love it. It's, how do you kill a big dream? You tell it to a small-minded individual. That's all, baby. That's all you got to do. Avoid small thinkers. You don't want to dumb yourself down to such a small, minute space with people who think ant-sized when you're thinking universal, when you're thinking globally, when you're thinking internationally, right? You know what I'm saying? So turn up, baby. Turn up. Like, yeah. Avoid small thinkers. Lock in with people like this. Connect with people like me. Hit me on DM. Send me an email. We can chat. We can converse. If your people in your household think like this, it's okay. I'm somebody who's like this. Hit me up, baby. We can talk. We can help expand each other's growth and potential. Like, let's work, baby. Let's do it. Nobody's coming to save you. Batman will not accomplish your goals for you. Spider-Man is not about to swing in while you watch this and hand you a check for $100 million. Not even $10, not even $1. Eliminate the idea that it'll possibly happen one day without the work. It'll happen one day. No, the mindset is, if I do not 10x every single day and pour my entire soul and being and essence into this shit, it will not happen. That's the mindset, not strive for perfection. Kobe said he would strive for perfection. In that path, you'll find your greatness. Everyday action. Nobody cares about your family's future like you. No one cares about your babies like you. Wishing on a star alone will not take you to the promised land. Devoting your life to the mission, that will take you to the promised land. Devoting your life to the mission. Realize that nobody will save you. Not a shooting star, not Spider-Man, not Batman, not your grandma, not your boss. Nobody gives a fuck as much as you. So realize that and change that for yourself. Your family needs you. Your family is counting on you. I know I am not the only person who wants to provide more for their baby financially and for their family, period. And even if you don't have a baby, you don't need a baby, just providing for your family, period. And one day you will have a family and you'll want to provide at a high level. So instead of telling them how much you love them, how about you put your face in the cement and grind and get them out of these trenches, get them out the mud, unlock them from these chains and help them break out of this matrix that we are in. Your family needs you. They want to see you at war, fighting for their freedom, fighting for their time, fighting for the ability to do what they want, you know, not be forced to wear certain things, scheduled at certain times, just like, no, your family needs you. You need to be the man that they need, and you need to be the man that you always needed, or woman. It applies both ways. Your family needs you. This is how the Matrix has programmed you all of us, to lose since birth. Okay, so when you were in grade school, from grade 0 to 12, what times are you at school from? And what days of the week? Monday through Friday, about 8 to 3, right? About 6 to 8 hours and 5 days a week. When you're working in the workforce, what are you doing? 5 days a week. Weekends off. Weekends. They want you week by the week's end. That's the week end, right? And they don't want you working 365 days and becoming your best self. They want you working only 240 days out the year, working 5 days a week. That's only 65% of output for the entire year. That is a D grade average. That means you're only performing at a D level, working a 40-hour job, doing the bare minimum. No, they're programming you to lose from birth, from little youngins. They want you to be there only 5 days a week. Don't show up every day for yourself. Fuck that. No, be a scrub, be a loser, perform at D, 65%. 240 out of 365 days a year is 65% performance. They want you to lose. They do not want you to win. They want you to only chase the carrot on the stick, get to the weekend, have your little beer, and everything is fine, right? But that is not solely truly the case, right? You will stop losing when I think, like, as far as your goal becomes I must. Don't I think I want to be a full-time YouTuber. I want to be a rapper. I want to be a country star. I must. I will. I fucking must. I will. I must. Like, They're programming you to lose. They don't want you to perform at a high level. They don't want you to be a top performer. They want you at 65%, 5 days a week. And anyone who is truly on their path of generational wealth knows that. To be a serial entrepreneur, baby, this is 7 days a week. Every day we do this shit. This ain't no time off, baby. Ain't no time off. Ain't no rest days. Ain't no rest off. Ain't no time off. Yeah. Now, if you're here with me at this far in the video, first off, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to your boy if you haven't, and leave a comment. What do you think? How can I improve? What would you like me to talk about? What do you want to see me do? Like, I would love to engage with this community that we're building. Now let's talk about fear of failure. Now, of course, when you're realizing that you are in a matrix and you've been programmed your whole life to lose, and now you want to make it out and you want to escape and you want to go into the real world, right? Okay. Fear of failure is real. Fear, the acronym for fear, is false evidence appearing real. It's so funny to me how your mind is so powerful. It will create false scenarios in your mind so seemingly real that you will not take action. It's false evidence appearing real. Here is your new acronym for fear. Face everything and rise. I'm gonna just let that one sit. Face everything and rise. Person you become when you willingly accept the stress of your goals. You accept the tension. You accept the work, right? You will face it all and rise no matter what. When you're living just above your edge, a little bit beyond your edge, and you're doing things that make you kind of nervous, that is how a real character is built. It's not by staying comfort. Comfort kills. You are only going to grow when you put yourself in pressure. That's how a diamond is made. Extreme amounts of pressure. False evidence appearing real. Everything that you want to do is damn sure possible, but it's false evidence stopping you. Instead, reprogram yourself, baby. Face everything and rise. Deal with those emotions. You will learn so much. You will evolve so much. You will grow so much from that experience, baby. Don't let nothing or nobody from this outside world tell you what you cannot do when you are an infinite being. And yeah, we slip. Of course we slip. We gonna fall. We gonna fail. It's just about failing forward, baby. Failing forward. You will never have a better future. You will never have a bright future. The only thing that you can do is change your habits. You can have great habits. You can have great habits that will play a direct correlation into you experiencing a reality that you desire for yourself in the future, which will in turn just end up being right now. There is only right now. There is not the future. There is not the past. There is right now in this moment. So when you act aligned with your highest goals and your highest consciousness, I guarantee within due time, you will see the reality that you want to experience for yourself. Tapped in universal laws, baby. Guys, I've been filming this video over an hour already. I'm really locked in. I'm in the zone right now, but I'm gonna end it off with this. If you're here with me, first off, thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you subscribers. At the time of this recording, I am at 539 subscribers. The goal is to get monetized and make this a full-time income for myself. Right? So anyone who subscribes, you guys mean the world to me. Anyone who just watches, who likes, who comments, thank you so much. I will close out this video with this message. Now that we've discussed breaking out the matrix, you know how your job sets you up for failure. It won't give you the freedom you want. You know that you should avoid small thinkers, right? You know that fear is fake, right? Now your family needs everything. We've been talking, baby. We've been talking. But it's time for the massive action. It's time for massive action. It's no more talking. It's no more thinking. It's no more dicking around. It's time to grab your sack and take action on what you said you will accomplish. For me, I have been such a victim of procrastination. I haven't even been a victim. I have just been a procrastinator. I will accept that openly. I have been a procrastinator upon my goals. I have not took massive action, so my goals have not been massive. I haven't seen massive growth within them. But the times that you are willing to take massive action, oh yeah, you receive what you put out, baby. The law of correspondence. Everything you put out, you will receive reciprocated based upon the value that you provide to the earth. So whatever your gift is, your God-given gift, give it and take massive action every single day. 10x, baby. 7 days, 8 days, 9 days a week. 39/6. Not even 24/7, 39/6. Like every single day, you must be taking massive action towards your goals. And whatever your goals are, Say for instance, you are like me and you want to be a full-time YouTuber and you made it all the way to this video, you want to have generational wealth one day, no matter your age, you can start your channel right now. You can start right now. You can be 50 years old, you can be 5 years old. If you're 5 watching this, you're ahead of the game. Straight up. Straight up. But start right now. The best time to plant a tree was 15 years ago. The second best time was right now. Plant your tree today. Start and take massive action every day after that, and watch how your fruits bear for you in the long run. It's the long run, baby. We're thinking legacy goals. Let's not forget legacy goals. Okay? Thank you all on Infinite Wealth who subscribe to the channel, anyone who engages, who shares the content, who likes the content. Thank you guys so much for watching. Not sure how long this is going to be, but I love every single one of you guys. No matter what time you are watching, have an excellent day. Be productive. Be your best self. You know when you're not being your highest self, your body will signal it to you. So just don't do those things that make you feel bad within, so you can live a better, a happier experience and do more positive actions that will align with your greatest good. I love you guys. I'm going to go and we'll talk soon.